I woke up.
I woke up.
I woke up.
3 years ago, I woke up and I walked inside my imagination. What a time to be alive, the great conjunction of planets, the endless inspiration of bands, artists, musicians, the collaboration is relentless, and the show is spectacular. This docuseries is being released on December 21st, 2020, the winter solstice, which is exactly 1 year since the time we played this show at Black Circle.
Your mortal actions will never deceive the gods. Welcome everybody. This is our live.
This docuseries is also about the band life and accomplishments leading up and into 2020. And then some people might say, well, why do a documentary about a band I've never heard of? My point is if you don't celebrate yourself and your accomplishments, no one else will. So that's what this documentary really is. It's a celebration.
I am the earth when it's
And not to, man, that song is probably one of my favorites. It like, punches you in the face and I love it.
Musically, I think I feel like it was our first kind of legit heavy song.
The fact that we played that song on the winter solstice, and it's also about this goddess of destruction, I almost feel like that song almost has special significance.
I am a werewolf and I have a shotgun.
It's a lot of work to put on a show, and a lot of things go on behind the scenes. Typically, I like to practice with everyone individually before having a full band practice, and it just saves us all time. If we could just take some time to go over some parts, try to figure some new things out, just try all the possibilities and see which one of them might sound best. So Davina usually comes after work. She's super dressed up. If you knew her actual job, you would never guess that she was in a rock band. You would never guess it. I love Davina because her stage performance is amazing. She's like the David Lee Roth of bass players. I mean, I don't know if she could do that flying V kick thing, but maybe eventually.
Hi, I'm Davina. I'm the bass player for Robots and Magic Powers. I joined the band because I had played with Jeremiah years ago and really liked his style, and we just really mesh when it comes to the music sound and style.
Johnny Ping, if you live in anywhere USA, you have got to find yourself a Johnny Ping. This guy's amazing. He'll fix all your stuff, your guitars, whatever happens. He's going to give you advice, and he does it all for way less.
See you today. Coming to visit.
Yeah, I love the new shop.
Thank you. Awesome.
He's just a really nice guy. He knows a ton about guitars and related stuff. I just actually bought a PA from him so we could do shows outside now. Just an awesome dude. You got to find yourself a Johnny Ping.
Yeah.
And I love the music too. What is that? Midwest Country Band?
We got a little West Coast band.
Johnny Ping also plays in another local band, one of my favorites, Midwest Contraband. They're like a Mr. Bungle meets Faith No More, and you can't go wrong with that combination. So the two bands that played with us that night were Midwest Contraband and Slide Cat Royale. Two great Indianapolis bands, and that takes us back to Black Circle.
Just a really cool venue. And what I like about it, you know, is just kind of the way that it's designed, and the energy in there was awesome. You know, we had a huge crowd show up for us, which again is part of that whole music in Indianapolis vibe. You know, you get a lot of your support from the other bands, and everybody showed up.
Beautiful, I think, is if I had to, you know, if we were back in the MTV days, I would say like that'd be like the first song we'd do a video for and try to promote.
You know, I like to get down in with the crowd, and everybody was super into it, which is always better because we kind of feed off of that.
To escape all conflict, you've rewritten a screenplay to fucking the skies anyway. Give me all I ask of you, because I'm giving you everything. Oh, my friend, be a fucking saint to yourself, set the world on fire out in front of you.
About all of these masks that we wear when we go around in the world, and we're always afraid to kind of show our true selves, and we're afraid that we won't be beautiful to other people.
Don't ask me to die for you. Don't talk about your earthquake. It's a fucking mistake anyway. I need a shoulder to cry on and a lover to spy on, and I think it's time I moved on. Give me all I ask of you, because I'm giving you everything.
Beautiful, I always remember the video we did for it at Melody Inn, and everyone wearing the masks, and sort of the theme of like, you know, how everyone sort of tries to present themselves in a certain way that they don't really need to do, because underneath the mask, right, you know, it's like they're all beautiful just the way they are.
Set the world on fire. Set the world on fire. Set the world on fire. Lovers, we will try to understand. Haters, we don't want to.
Collaboration is always key. It's not just about yourself. You want to throw a show, and now you need to collaborate with two other bands and a venue owner. You want to do a video, now you got to collaborate with people with cameras that can take photos and videos of you and then make you look great. And it's all about collaboration. So we had collaborated on a number of different things, so I thought maybe it's time where we collaborate on a song. And the first person I thought of was Nate B. Nathan Burner in the house. What's happening?
Jeremiah, what's up, bro?
Nate B is super awesome. He's a rapper, hip hop artist. He can do a lot of things. He's always creative, always doing the next creative thing. A lot like me. I really am inspired by him and what he does. And so since I thought collaboration, he was the first person that came on my mind. I said, if anybody I know, this guy can make something happen. You know what, Nate? Just, you know what, like, we'll take out the verse, and then you can rap or whatever you want to do over the verse, and then we'll go back to us as a chorus. We'll film it somewhere else. Let's do something. Let's collaborate, man, and let's make something cool happen. And kind of sat on the shelf for a couple months, and I wasn't worried. I knew if it was to be, he would do it, and it would just work. And that is exactly what happened. And I remember we played it. He was rapping. I couldn't really hear what he was saying. Then we went and played a show with him. I still couldn't really hear everything that was going on. But as soon as we recorded his part in the studio, I said, this guy's a genius. He did it. He did everything I asked him to, and he made it 2,000% better than what I could have ever hoped for. And then we did the video.
What you gonna do, Nathan? What you gonna do, Nathan? Huh? What you gonna do, Nathan? Are you gonna go? Where you going, bro?
Beautiful. We tried a collaboration with a super duper talented artist named Nate B, who is a hip hop artist. But I won't even say hip hop because the dude mixes, you know, philosophy and, you know, just awakenedness, you know, kind of a real backbone in what his message is.
Nate B collaborating with us on Beautiful, I think, was great. I really respect him as an artist, and we really didn't have to give Nate very much direction at all, and he just absolutely knew what to do.
Pop flowers, 'cause I'm a robot with magic powers. Give me all I ask of you, because I'm giving you everything.
I didn't think the song could be better, but I really like that version. You know, he just kind of elevated it that much more. And I think that it definitely resonates with a lot of people. So, you know, you can hear, it's like two versions of the same song, but it's like totally two different songs, if that makes sense.
You're beautiful. I'm a fighter, but I'm tired. A survivor with the eye of the tiger. Gonna strike this match like this path. I'm Mr. Burner, bitch, I'm on fire. And it gets brighter when I'm nicer to me. And it grows wider, engulfing liars, outsiders.
Can I get everybody to clap with me on this song?
Free Again is a song that has that, I don't know, I guess to me reminds me a bit of like the end from The Doors. It has like this trancey, tribal, like you're about to perform some magical ritual kind of vibe to it.
That's a song from the beginning that I think just, it kind of elevates the band in a way that, you know, that intro is just so cosmic, I guess I'll say.
Free Again was really the first song that we wrote for the cello. And I think it was probably the song that we had the most rewrites on of any of our songs.
I guess when I started getting into guitar and writing songs, and even growing up, I always kind of shied away from using these vocal effects and things like that. I guess I really like the true harmonies of the Beatles. You know, as soon as I saw what the Voice Life could do for our band, I said, I think this is an avenue we got to explore. And as I got more and more into it, I became more used to the harmonies. If I wanted to do the monk's voice or something, I felt like as long as I don't overuse it, it's going to be fine. Then I started thinking about it, man. Ozzy Osbourne has used all kinds of effects on his voice for years, and no one's ever said anything about it. But then again, when it boils down to it, the reason I decided to go with all the vocal effects is because the band name is Robots and Magic Powers. So if you got anything to say about it, fuck off.
A grain of salt is taken every time you speak. I'm thinking I'm
tribal thing into this kind of driving rock song. I think also tying into maybe a bit of the sci-fi element of Robots and Magic Powers.
Take me
Ghostish kind of song.
I'm JJ, and I play drums in Robots and Magic Powers. I actually enjoy it. I think
This one is called, and I'm not going to say it right.
being in an original band is its own thing, you know. I enjoy playing in a lot of different situations, but the thing I like most about maybe starting from the ground up, if you will, is nobody can take that from you. You know, whatever success you achieve or don't achieve, you know, it falls on your shoulders. And
It just so happens that JJ has his own business. I work from home. So pretty much during the week, whenever we both get free, we can get together and jam and work on things. And it really helps because as before, I would sit alone and make up songs and, you know, come up with something and then present it to the band. This was like a way better way for me to come up with songs. For one, JJ just already doing the beats, you know, to new songs that we just come up with on the fly. It just makes it super easy for me to see, okay, that's not a song. Okay, this thing, that is a potential for a song. It's just so much easier than just me doing it by myself. And a lot of times JJ, something that I might just throw away and say, well, you know, I didn't like that riff or whatever. He'll be, no, let's play that. Let me just put some beats to that real quick. We could work on it for a little bit. And so I'm like, all right, well, we'll see. And then bam, you know, he was right. There was something there that I totally missed that I would have just thrown away had he not been there. It's just a new way for me to come up with songs faster and faster and faster. I mean, it's definitely not the only way, but it's definitely been a process that's gotten me a ton of songs in a short amount of time. You know, because sometimes it's hard to get in the mood of being creative, and sometimes that other person, even though you don't want to really do anything, they kind of get you into the mood, and you're like, man, I'm glad you came over, because otherwise I wouldn't have had that song that we just made up. It's like the best feeling in the world. So you see, it's all about collaboration. In 2020, we are trying our best to all stay positive, stay creative, and be safe. To all the artists out there that survived 2020 and that can paint the future, keep painting.